Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Chinyere Chopa, and it's another episode. But before we dive into that, I hope you're good. I hope you're fine. This weather is something else. So, some weeks back, I made a video about how we went broke, basically. And part of the video, I talked about life insurance, just a little bit of touch. I got a number of chats of from some of my friends asking me to explain some things about life insurance. You guys, when I said I was like, what? They think what? Anyway, I am not a financial advisor, but that also prompted me to go back and do some more research and more digging into, because to be very fair, it's an area I think that all of us should be really enlightened about. We should get more knowledge in that regard, because it's something that I feel is very important for us. And coming from Nigeria, it's not something that is very pronounced or very rampant in our vicinity, but it's something that is worth diving into. So, guys, let's talk about life insurance. What is life insurance? I would like to start this by telling a story. Not necessarily a story. This is actually something that happened to someone. I had a sad story of a young lady. This was some months back, who recently relocated to the UK with her family, and unfortunately, that fateful day, she went to work, and just as usual, feeling very okay in herself. But at work, she slumped and died. I don't know the details of the story. I don't know what could have happened. I don't know what could have caused that. But what struck me in particular was the fact that she had kids, she had a husband, and she left these ones behind. She was not old or anything, she was just young, right? And they were just starting out life. Kids of about 4 years, within that age bracket. I couldn't really imagine what they were going through. I couldn't even imagine what they could be going through. Financially, at least I was wondering, how are they going to manage? How would they survive? Because what's the reason for relocation? You relocate, to get better opportunities, to further your life, to better your life, so for advancement, for different reasons, and most of the time we know how this relocation process happens. You realize that after relocation, you're almostly depleted when it comes to finances, and even mentally. You feel like you're starting your whole life anew. And imagine a few months into this, suddenly something just happens that has, in the case of this family now, cost them the life of a loved one. They're no longer just talking about, losing their loved one. They are also talking about, the challenges of care for the children, the challenges of care on the husband, the emotional, psychological, and all the whole kind of damage that this could have caused this family. And I could only hope that they had a life insurance package somewhere set out. Then at least we would know that financially they would be a bit covered while they try to recover and put things in place to help them through this very difficult, you know, moment in their lives. And that is actually one of the things that I consider when talking about life insurance packages. It's not about you, like I mentioned in the previous video. It just takes a little bit of it's a package that takes a little bit of selflessness, where you're not thinking about yourself, you're not worried about, because if you're actually looking at it, you're not the one that is likely to benefit from the life insurance. So essentially, what is the essence of life insurance? Life insurance is like a financial package, something that has been put together to help people alleviate some financial burden, especially when it comes to the loss of a loved one. Different people get different life insurance packages for different reasons, because there are different life insurance packages. Some get it to be able to have a will or something they would be able to pass on, to their young ones when on the event of their death. So there are like two different broad categories of life insurance. You have the temporary and you have the permanent life insurance. The temporary can also be called like the term life insurance, and the permanent has other types of life insurance under that. Now, let's talk about the temporary life insurance. It just simply means it's something that doesn't run throughout the rest of the person's life. For example, some people say, okay, I just want a life insurance coverage for the period of 30 years. When I had my first life insurance, or even the current one as well, it is like a temporary life insurance. And I was thinking, I just wanted something that could cover for the period of at least when my kids are still growing. You know, let me be sure that financially, if anything happens to me, God forbid, right? At least financially, there's something there that can help take care of their education, that can help my husband, with doing things as well, and just something to help financially. That's the essence of the temporary life insurance. At least for me, that was my idea when I was going for it. And this life insurance sort of, it's usually cheaper to get earlier on in the years because it gets like more expensive as one gets older. And there are different factors that affect or influence the life insurance package. So the amount I'm paying doesn't necessarily mean it would be the same amount someone else is paying, even if we're the same age, because they put in place your medical conditions, your medical history, your lifestyle patterns, smoking history, alcohol, and your risk, whatever's, those that go mountain climbing and you're jumping off the roof, or jumping off the trains and things. So they put all those things into perspective when calculating, because at the end of the day, it's business for them. And the higher your risk, or the higher the person's risk of dying before the life insurance runs out, then the higher the package, you know that's that's the thing about the temporary life insurance. Now, there are actually also different types of different things under the temporary life insurance. It could be decreasing or level. Decreasing in the sense that the money the person is going to receive at the end of the insurance period, if anything happens to the applicant, would go down with time. By that I mean, let's assume someone says they want a life insurance cover for a period of 30 years, and they want to get like £500,000. If anything happens to them, they want that to be paid to their family. But as the years go by, when you get to 35, the amount of money received could get down to 450, 400, 350, just like that. So usually this happens with mortgages, because as the years go by, the amount of money remaining to pay off your mortgage decreases. So it sort of decreases as the mortgage gets, decreases as well. So this is where I know that it's most pronounced. You also have the level cover, which means the amount of payouts just remains the same over time. So what you're paying does not reduce, and what you're going to get paid does not reduce. It just remains on a level basis. That's it. You can also have this renewable life insurance, which is a type of term life insurance whereby if at the end of the 30 years of, you say, okay, I just want life insurance cover for 30 years. If at the end of 30 years, if it's renewable, it sort of gives you the opportunity of going into, another term, usually if you want, of life insurance. Now, you can also have the convertible type, which is where you have a life insurance, which could be a term life insurance, but then at the end of the term, you could choose to convert it to a permanent kind of life insurance. And I am really hoping that I'm not confusing you guys. If you have any questions, please pop it on the comment section and I'll do my best to answer your questions, because the aim is I'm just trying to pass on whatever I've read, whatever knowledge I've gained so far, so that when you're out there looking for your own life insurance, at least cover, then at least you have some basis and some knowledge that you can use to discuss this with people and things. Now, talking about the permanent life insurance, you have the whole life insurance and you have the universal. Under the universal, you have a whole different types, the index and every other type of that. And I'm not going to delve into that, but generally, just know that the whole life insurance, just like the name says, it's like something that covers you throughout the rest of your life. Okay? um it's almost guaranteed because you're not taking it off to cut it out. You're taking it off for it to run throughout the person's life. And sometimes people get this, because they want to have some sort of will that they really, really want to pass on to their loved ones in the event of their death, you see. And that's why you see some it's something year olds, having life insurance. You'd be like, your children are like really old now, so what's that for? So different people have their different reasons for that. Now, I hope that I've not confused you guys any further, and I hope that I have passed on a little bit of information to you with regards to this life insurance thing. So that's it, guys. I mean, I am so excited that I'm going on this journey with you guys. Like, I get to actually read more because I want to have something to actually present to you. And I can't lie to you, it's beautiful having more knowledge about these things so that we don't walk in ignorance, you see. So if you've enjoyed my video today, please like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification buttons so you can get new updates when I send or upload new videos. Okay, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and yeah, see you later. Bye.